Good to see you, Nick.
Wow, I haven't heard that for like 20 years.
That's how we got.
Don't say it like that.
That's
Did
how
you
we
guys see
got pulled
the?
off fucking
Did you
YouTube.
guys see that thing I posted in the music channel about
Yeah,
the
I did.
original? The
I'd seen that on
original,
Reddit a while ago. That's pretty cool.
You know, what would
I
be
didn't know
really
it went.
cool.
I didn't know it went that far back.
Yeah.
So Edgar's on his way home. He should be jumping on shortly, right?
Yeah, we'll get started in just a few minutes.
Cool.
I guess me and Gunn are gonna be Spider Bros.
Yeah.
Bruce.
And you can cast that shit on anybody, right? Oh no, it's a concentration spell.
So yeah, it's only one per.
I was gonna say we could all like do a spider group and just climb up.
Just all be fucking on the walls and shit.
Spider
Mm-hmm.
monkeys.
Cassie, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? She has too much energy today.
Yo, she fucked that pillow up.
Yeah.
She did. She did. What you doing? What you doing? Get it. Good girl.
Yeah, I'm kind of
That
curious to
catnip?
see what happens if I stop sharing my. Well, actually, no, it's not going to do anything.
Bro, you need to chill.
Ronnie, I will be rolling my physical dice today. That's
Ronnie?
okay.
Ronnie?
Ranny.
Ronnie?
Ranny?
So the
Ronnie?
I beat Elden Ring today, and it
No.
has
Nice.
yeah, I did. I have it has different endings, and there's a quest line that ends in a specific way for the game, and the main character's name is Ranny.
Ranny?
Oh,
Ranny.
Ranny.
Welcome, Edgar.
There he is.
Yeah,
There he
Yeah.
is,
it's a little low.
You're a little quiet.
Very, very low.
Might also be the Zoom reducing your audio, maybe.
Yo, Spelljammer.
Mm.
Coming.
Can't hear you
they-
now.
They
saw
have
the
a couple
email
other
about
ones
that.
too.
Wait, say something, Edgar.
Is it better or no?
Mm-mm.
No,
No.
it's like the
Bird.
same.
No,
I see
sorry.
it kind of low on my end too.
Is it the right microphone?
Uh, it is.
Just randomly.
It's not. It just.
Might be picking up the.
Alright, how about now?
There we
way
go.
better.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We fixed it.
Yeah, haha. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Ready for business.
All right, Ron, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Well, why don't we go over some notes? Recap last session. Anybody want to take the lead on
You
that?
know, I'll speak to the stuff I was just talking about because Edgar wasn't here, and I think Andre kind of came like in the middle of it. So, I mean, obviously we kind of had our big like preparation. We got a shitload of potions. I think some of them still remain unknown. If I'm
Oh,
not
yes. I
mistaken.
have 4 that are unknown that I need to figure out what they
Yeah.
are today. Mhm.
So we have a bunch of potions. You kind of know what they look like more or less. We got the villagers to pledge a total of 15 people. 5 of them are actually trained soldiers from Lady Gariel, and they know how to fight. And we have 10 men from Tribor who can swing an axe basically, but they don't really know what they're doing. They have agreed to help us help to take down the dragon. Babo the Manticore is going to help us at some
Babo.
point. I don't. I think I don't remember who's sending him over. If it's Octavia or somebody.
He's already in the area. He's just waiting for us.
Okay. I mean, I think and then we're pretty much ready to head out. I don't think there's a whole lot more that we need to recap.
No, we were ready.
Cool.
We have the different factions that we kind of learned a little bit about. Lady Gariel said she had some work for some of us, but I told her, that probably would have to wait until we're done with our primary objective here. Learned a little bit more about my bow, not anything crazy, but a little bit. And then, there's not much more to it, I don't think.
Cool.
Okay.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
No, it's just I wanted to do something before we actually head out. Unless
What would you like to do?
I would like to run over to who would be savvy, Tybalt, and show him my potions.
Meta, I can't identify shit.
Yeah, Dave's the only one. Not sorry, Tom.
Tom is.
I was
Not
gonna
the
show it to a
only-
friend. Damn it.
Fran has it, but I don't think she has it in her prepped spells.
Mm.
So no one can identify.
Can I investigate them further, or like analyze and see if I can remember something?
Well, what do you know about the potions that you? What do you already know about the potions that I
I
gave
know
you?
the colors.
Okay, what colors are they?
They are purple. One is gray and cloudy. The other one is like a thick black ichor. And then the last one is pink and clearish.
Okay. How would you like to investigate these?
Like, am I gonna pull a Tom right now?
Read the definition.
I'm gonna look around for clues and make deductions based on those clues to make an intelligent guess about what I can detect of these colors from previous knowledge and things I've seen and stolen in the underground city.
I got it.
Cool. Yeah, you definitely give me. Okay. That was so unclear. Would you like to do a perception check, an investigation check, or an arcana check, or
Investigation. Can I
Okay, cool.
investigate
Go
further?
ahead and do an investigation check.
Cool.
So,
15.
Who was that?
I don't know what that was. A little baby.
So yeah, I started watching the video.
Not paying attention in class. What did you get? A 15?
15.
You can see that the purple one is very metallic looking. It looks like it's really thick. The silvery cloudy one looks to be smoky in nature. The pink one, it has this kind of radiant glow to it. And I'm sorry, what other color did I tell you?
Black ichor.
Oh, black ichor. It looks very much like oil, like used motor oil. It's just like thick and it looks like greasy, and it doesn't like, as you tilt it around, it doesn't really like slosh back and forth quickly. It looks very viscous and just like
Very viscous.
yeah.
Okay, but I can't discern any properties
No.
from this. Cool. Okay, can I show my friends to see if they know more about this than I do? That was my initial plan, but
Sure,
you know,
yeah.
we're like, hey guys, have any of you seen these potions before in your travels?
Glass is like, yeah, when I got them from the fucking thing before they got stolen from me.
Yeah,
Sure,
Glass is
saw
not
them.
gonna answer me.
I'm just gonna death stare. Yeah, fucking soul 'em. And I'm just gonna.
You claimed
turn
them.
over- I'm gonna look. I didn't claim them. He gave them. They gave them to me.
All of them?
All of them.
Oh.
All 7 of them.
Oh.
They weren't
So-
gonna be for the whole party, but. I
So
guess they're
Jinx-
just Jinxes now.
Jinx shows the party. I'm like, hey, you got some too, and I'm like, Blast, check it out. Jinx got some of those potions too. Nice.
He's so mad.
And as I'm looking at the potions, sorry, can you re-describe them real quick?
Purple has a metallic, thick liquid in it. The gray and cloudy one is smoky in nature. The black ichor is thick and viscous like used motor oil. And the pink has a radiant glow.
Okay. So I'm going to say that Gon is definitely interested in that purplish metallic one, and the gray kind of, what'd you call, like wispy or smoky. So I'm gonna kind of like lean over and go and as I do this, kind of a shimmer pops up over my shoulder and you see Ravi appear, and I start to consult with Ravi, and it just looks like we're going over like a football play, and we're just like, yeah, that one looks pretty metallic.
He's got like his wings around your head, like
yeah, he's like that. He's like,
Huddle.
Yeah, no, but that gray one though, that one, like, what does that remind you of? Yeah, no, I think, yeah, some sort of levitating, flying, something like that. That would be my guess. But I would be interested, as far as Gone, if I could look into those two specifically with the history check.
I hand them over to you.
If that's cool. If not,
yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me a history check.
That is 15.
Streaming
15.
by any chance or no?
Yeah, we are.
Oh.
We did not resolve the calendar view. Sorry, Francine.
With a 15 and having been present when your like parents' servants would like go into town and procure items for them, being the people that they were, and having dealt in some of the business that they had dealt in, there were often times where they needed more of a magical solution to some of their problems. You were, close enough to some of like the staff members around the estate that they were close to you and would allow you to kind of like tag along on some of their like daily activities as a way for you to just like escape your boredom as a small child. And so there were definitely a couple times where you had to go into town to procure some magical potions such as these. You don't recall exactly what you can't recall like having seen those specific potions necessarily, but the smoky silverish one does kind of look familiar. You remember asking the butler that you would kind of like tag along with into town what it was or what it was for, and he kind of summarized it as something that gives you the ability to cause a distraction and create a distraction to help you get away when you need to.
Okay, got it. And so recollecting this memory I share with the group, I'm like, well, it's been a while. I can't say what exactly that purple one is, but that smoky gray one, that one, I do remember seeing that one years ago. I was about a young boy, about 8 years old maybe. That one, I think I remember the use of it was for evasive purposes. Not something that you would really use on the offense or anything that could give us an upper hand directly. But in a pinch, this might come in handy if you're trying to get away from something and essentially break line of sight of an enemy. Some sort of smoky cloud item that could be useful. But yeah, everything else kind of, I just don't have much else. Sorry about that, guys.
Maybe we can confer with Adabra, or let's try Adabra first.
Just so Tybalt is aware, these came from the gnomes.
Oh, from the gnomes. we should then confer with Double Dab.
Also, they didn't know what they were.
They said they had no
Yeah.
idea.
They don't know what they are at all.
That's who I got. They have no idea.
They started mixing potions and
Like some of them are good,
experimenting.
and then he's all like, some of them are bad, but they're mostly good. We don't really know what they all do.
Oh yeah.
didn't their like specimens start flying away when they took one of them?
Yeah, they got in
Yeah.
trouble because like a cow or something they fed a potion to flew away.
All right. I think we've all exhausted our rolls. However, I'll look at the potions and see if any of them. I want to see if any of the potions have any sort of medicinal properties. So if I've come to know them as healing potions.
I mean, how would you like to discern that?
I'll like just pop open a bottle, maybe smell it. just
Okay,
see
give me a
what-
perception check.
Okay.
Passive, maybe?
Well, I have advantage on perception, so. That's a 26.
26. Which one are you smelling specifically?
There was one that was like pinkish, right? That one
Yeah.
looked the most benign.
Definitely. And that one, as you
Oh man.
inhale it and take it in, you don't recognize any like ingredients that would hint at it being medicinal in nature. You can quite quickly discern that this is not a health potion.
Mm.
It's definitely different than any health potions you've seen. You're not quite sure what it is, but like as you like inhale deeply and you can just like feel the like whatever bullshit like
Whatever bullshit.
like nose
And bullshit
molecules
go.
they are the like whatever makes like
Particles?
yeah, whatever like particles on like an atomic level as they like enter into your body, you start to get like almost jittery a little bit, like you're just super hyped up on caffeine and you just feel like you just want to run fucking fast.
Ooh.
Like you're
Fast
plus
as fuck,
fat boy.
boys. Okay.
All right, I'll sort of get taken aback a little, and when you feel like you've like drinking too much coffee or something, your eyes feel like they're shaking.
Yes, exactly.
Get a little bit of that, and I'm like, I just stop her it back up, and I look over at Blast and say, I think you should hold on to this one in particular.
And I wink at him. It's like he can have it.
So then the other ones, you have no idea what they do. Can I check the others and give them a look see?
Give them all a good whiff.
Sure, which other one would you
I
like
hand
to
them
check?
all to him. Like, please do.
So the black motor oil viscous one is the one that's the smoke, right?
Yeah.
No, Smokey is the
Oh,
gray
sorry.
cloudy one.
Gray cloudy one, okay. There was a black viscous one.
Yes,
I-
black
I-
ichor.
I will not touch that one. That one
Okay.
looks like it's
Shady.
shady. That leaves one more.
The purple
the-
metallic.
yeah.
And the gray cloudy.
Purple
Mhm.
purple metallic. We'll do that one.
The purple metallic is give me 1 second. Yes. So the purple metallic give me another roll to see
right.
what you're getting.
With that one is a 20.
Cool. Um, although you're not able to discern what it is outright, as you are looking into the vial and kind of like sloshing it around and seeing how the like liquid reacts to your um, manipulations, you notice that it looks almost like granular in nature, even though it's like liquid. You know how like when, like, I don't know, like just I don't know how to describe it. That like shiny sand shit that's like in water sometimes, like in the like river or the stream or at the beach. It kind of looks like that, purple and metallic in nature. And but you realize like the harder and harder you try, you can't quite seem to like focus on any one particular like granule or like piece of this like thing that's giving it this kind of visible effect. Every time you try to focus on it, like you just it just kind of evades you, and your eyes kind of go blurry for a bit. Like you're not sure if you're focusing too hard or if your eyes are crossing from like trying to just like really look in there, but you can't really focus on any one bit. Like it all just kind of looks a little bit blurry.
Okay.
Does it look like Adabra brought any of her equipment with her?
No, these people definitely left in haste.
Okay.
You know, they took the absolute bare minimum, you know, what they could carry, essentially.
So, I'll stop her that one after having sort of examined it and smelled it and all that good stuff, and I'll just set it back to where the rest were and say that one's a slippery one. I don't know who wants it, but I think whoever drinks this will be harder to catch and harder to hit.
Slippery. Evasive. Okay.
And then I point at the black ichor one and I'm like, and that one, I won't touch that one.
Did you touch the gray smoky?
That one we saw was the
that one I described as a smoke. Yeah.
Oh, duh, yeah, that's smoke ball. You're right.
And as Tybalt finishes his inspection, I'm like, oh right, I totally forgot. And I walk over to Tybalt and I'm like, hey, here's your portion of some of the potions that we got too. And Tybalt, I'm gonna hand you 4 regular healing potions.
Right, that's right.
Okay.
So then, before leaving, I ask, which potion would be best for everyone, so we can all at least have one. Take what you think is best.
Vox is not interested in any stolen potions.
All of a sudden. Okay.
Well, knowing that the gray one could be used to essentially get away, you know, it's some sort of like smoke to break line of sight. Either Tybalt or myself could use that one. I would say that, you know, either or. And it can even be used, you know, it's a potion. We can probably throw it too, so it doesn't have to be used on us. We can use it on you know, some sort of really bad situation to try and get an ally out of the way too. So I would say it served best in the back lines. So Tybalt, would you like a smoke potion?
Or the pink one too. One of, like, you guys can have one and the other has the other. They're both pretty evasive, I guess. One's fast and one's a smoke bomb.
I reach into my bag and say, you know, I think since we're headed, we're preparing, I think it's best if we just show what everyone has. We have this here, but I also have one of these, and I take out the potion of invulnerability that I've been holding on to, and
Fuck, I forgot about that.
And I set it down and say if we feel there's someone better than me to have this, they're free to take it. If not, then I feel like this is good enough for me, and these other potions can go to someone else.
All right. With that, I am going to take that smoky cloudy potion. Do they have specific names?
No, they don't.
Okay.
At least they weren't labeled. You guys can label them as you choose.
Gotcha.
Smoky McSmokeface.
I like that.
The ones that Andre have all have actual names.
Right, and I've
That
given
makes
those
sense.
out already. Of those, I kept the potion of heroism. It basically gives me, Edgar, since you weren't there for it, it gives me 10 temporary HP, and then bless for an hour.
Oh shit, sweet.
I thought it was while you were under the effects of the temp HP.
Which is an hour.
Yeah, but if you lose the temp HP, it's gone.
No, it says for the same duration you are under the effect of the bless spell. It says duration, not while I have the temp HP.
Oh, well, that's how I understood it. But okay, I'll take a look at it later.
No, it literally, you can check it on my.
Yeah,
on my
I'll
list.
check it later. It's cool. Okay, so yeah, cool. What else you guys got?
I handed out all the regular potions I had. That was all from Adabra.
I'll take out, or not take out, but I've had it on me, and I'll say, I have this. I have yet to use it. I may use it in the future, but if someone feels like they have a better use for it, then you're welcome to take it. It's a Clockwork Amulet. So while making an attack roll, you can forego a d20 and just get a 10. It can be used once per dawn.
I was like, when are we guys' first quest? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All my
Oh,
shits
that
are
was
spells,
Nomengard.
though. Yeah, all my shits are spells though. So I mean, I rolled a hit sometimes,
Right, but not super often.
but yeah.
So it's an automatic 10, you said?
Automatic 10.
Which, depending on your bonus, like might not be that bad, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that need attunement?
No.
Hmm.
It's common. It's a common item. Then again, I do suck at rolls, so may hold on to it, but it is out there if someone wants it.
I'll say hold on to it for now. I don't really have use of it right now.
I mean, for certain instances, it's kind of a guaranteed hit, depending on your plus hit, right?
Yeah.
Wait, so you get to roll and then decide if you want to use that instead? Or do you just have...
No.
Oh, you said you forego the roll entirely.
Yeah, you just get an automatic
Okay.
10.
Yeah.
Well, I could probably get some use out of it if you don't think you'll use it, but I don't want to take it from you if you think you will.
Oh no, take it.
Okay, what's it called?
I've had it this long. Clockwork Amulet.
Okay.
Let me know when you got it. I'll delete it.
Okay.
And I'll toss a smoke bomb potion to Gon. It's the only one that seemed interested.
I thought you were gonna toss a smoke bomb. I'm like, oh fuck, what,
Fucking
what's
Adam.
she doing
Fuck.
now?
Oh my god.
Give me a flat dex check.
Who?
It's gonna fumble that shit.
Cynthia.
Oh, no way! Oh my
Okay.
god.
Wait, sorry,
Okay.
you said who?
Jinx.
Luna.
I got it, Edgar, thank you.
A what roll?
Just a dex check. So on your character sheet, just click on the button, your modifier for your dex. On your character sheet, your ability scores are on the top. They're like those numbers that tell you what your stats are.
Oh, this. Oof. Okay, 19.
Cool.
Whew.
I wasn't gonna like make anything happen. I just wanted to scare you.
Yeah, it worked.
And as I'm getting handed that and I'm putting the smoky potion in my bag, I'm like, oh, that's right. I forgot I had this. And I pull out one of the pieces that was connected to the necklace of fireballs. So I still have mine that I haven't used. It's we've used these. Ragongar's used them. They're pretty much a free fireball.
Yeah.
You still have that?
I mean, it's a fireball
Yeah.
for free.
Yep.
I
Nice.
gave mine to Zabantic last session because she had the empty tooth.
Right.
Seems like a good spot.
hmm I have some of the green wine and muffins left, but I mean, we can share that once we get there and we know
Yeah.
what we're doing.
And
To
then
get
didn't
buff.
I have a
someone
green.
didn't
I have
someone
a
ask
bottle of-
the didn't someone
Go ahead.
ask the gnomes if they had more of that stuff to give us?
I think you did. You were the one interacting with them.
I didn't ask them for food though. I feel like someone else asked them for food. Like maybe Tom did.
I think
Oh.
Tom did.
Well,
But I
all
don't
I
know
know
if they
is
gave him any.
I have a bottle of green wine that has 7 uses in it, and then I have 4 green muffins that give +1 con.
What does the other
temporarily.
thing do? The wine?
15 temporary HP.
Oh, okay, nice.
Pretty good.
15?
That's what you said.
I don't
Am I
remember
right?
saying 15.
Was it like
It's on.
overtime?
It's on my thing. It's been there since like
The
Damn,
wine?
dude,
15 sessions
way-
ago.
I'm way too generous.
One bottle. Yeah, I still have a bottle of wine with 3 uses and then 1 muffin.
Yeah,
was a
so we
muffin?
have quite a bit of wine to go around.
You know what? I do have it's kind of like the wine but not as potent. I filled my water skin with water from the Neverwinter Forest rivers.
Oh,
And if I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that gives you a small buff too, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what that buff was.
Oh man.
You know what? I will give you 5 temp HP.
There you go.
Because it's not as good as wine,
True, I'll take it.
I don't really have much else to share. I have a holy symbol that I don't know what I'm gonna do with.
Nos vas a persinar?
Oh, there's someone else in the group that can handle that.
That's true.
I do want to remind you, Ronnie, I gave all the villagers all of that shit to fix up the keep, so hopefully that makes a difference. I don't really have much else to share. I have some potions of healing, but I think everybody's pretty good on those at this point.
Do you have extra actually? Because I wanted some earlier, but someone was mad at me and they didn't want to give me any.
How many do you have?
Let me see.
I have 5 like lesser ones, the regular ones, and then I have 2 graders.
I
But-
have
Being that I tank all the time, I kind of want to keep the graders.
right. I have 2 graders and no regulars.
Okay, I'll give you 2 of them, 2 of the little ones.
Regulars,
So
got it.
the regular
Perfect.
potions of healing,
Thank
you
you.
can have 2.
I'm set.
I also
Alright.
have a scroll of Hail of Thorns, which I don't see myself using, but I might. So this pretty much shoots a little like exploding arrow, but it only does a 1d10, and it kind of bursts in an area and does. I think it does. Yeah. So everybody around it within 5 feet of it would take the same damage. So I mean, it's not that powerful, but if anybody thinks they'll use it, you can have it. It's a bonus action.
Good here for now. Save that one for a rainy day
Okay.
or an icy day.
Yeah, a icy day for sure.
All
All right, then I guess we're ready to head out then, right? Is
Let's
everybody
roll.
good?
Yeah.
Road again.
Cool. Blast, you are riding along, Tony?
Yep.
Tony.
Who is driving the carriage or whatever? Wagon.
I would say, I would probably vote Vox to do so.
I am proficient
Yeah.
with animals.
And I'm assuming Zabantik and Regongar are taking a nap in the back of the wagon.
Yeah, they've had a long day. They're just kind of
Mhm.
passed out.
I put a little blanket on them. So
Yeah.
tuck them in.
All right. Vox, go ahead and give me a animal handling. Oh, give me a survival check.
I'll be riding up with him, so I'll give him that.
Cool. With advantage.
Got a
D4.
with advantage.
Yep.
Okay,
With a D4. Or advantage. Yeah.
that's a nat 15 plus
Yeah,
5, so it's a 20,
Cool.
dirty 20.
So as you guys travel along for several hours, you pass by Fandolin and you see the damage that was done to the town as you kind of pass through it. You see several of the buildings that have just collapsed under the weight of the dragon. You see that there are still some of the bodies of the men that were frozen and eaten in the very opening of the attack at the town gate. Looking around, you guys are kind of remembering like what you're here for, and also kind of reminding yourself like what you're about to do. Would anybody like to do anything here in Fanolin before we move on?
Go ahead.
So I want to. So we're just going through Fandolin, right?
Yeah, you're just kind of passing by, taking it all in.
I'm gonna lead Tony like slightly away from the wagon. Once we pass through, like, are we actually going through Fandolin?
Yeah, you're like
Okay.
passing through the town to like get through it to go
So
to
once
the
we're
Tribor Trail.
once we're in like the town center where we tried to fight the dragon off, and like obviously there's a shitload of destruction and stuff, and I'm sure still bodies and shit. I moved Tony away into the center, and I just pull out my necklace and just under my breath, just say a couple words to the fallen people, Fandolin, just letting them know that I'll do everything in my power to avenge them.
Which necklace?
I've been using as my focus, I've been using my Zelene's necklace.
Okay.
I don't use my Order of the Gauntlet necklace for anything.
Cool. Wait, which necklace?
Zelene's necklace,
Oh, okay, cool.
the wear rat.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
Give me
okay.
an Arcana check.
Okay. Let's see. Come on. Oh, you fucking bitch. I gotta stop rolling with my fucking computer. The 5.
Okay. As you are focusing your energy into this like small prayer, you're just so like you just have so much energy kind of pent up right now. Your emotions are kind of like redlining a lot lately, and you're not quite able to focus as much as you expect yourself to. And you say the words in your head, and you continue on, but you don't even really like think twice about it. You just your brain just kind of moves on, and you're ready to go.
All right, then I'm just gonna catch back up and make sure I have Tony look a little ahead of the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Can I, from the path that we're taking, can I see the statue of the luck goddess?
Yeah, absolutely. You are, as you're passing through like the town, like square kind of, you do see the remains of the like statue, the altar for the goddess of luck, but you do see that it's been knocked over in the dragon attack and kind of just crumpled stone on stone.
Yeah. I'll head over to it, or ask ask if we can do a quick detour because there's something I have to do. And I will inspect the statue. Is it just like broken to pieces, or is it just knocked over?
No, it's broken in several pieces. So it was kind of just like a small. What's the word I'm looking for?
Fractured?
No, what's it called? It's not like an altar.
What?
It's
Shrine?
Shrine.
shrine. Thank you. That's the word. It's a small stone shrine. Two kind of long, like big, skinny stones with like a cap on it of two other stones that are built to be this little structure. They're not naturally formed that way by any means.
Yeah.
And in it is a small statue of the goddess. Tyrell, I think her name is. I forget her name right now off the top of my head, but she's the goddess of luck, and that has just essentially just been like shifted over and like fallen onto itself. The like stone, like little building, I guess, structure is kind of like flattened itself, and the way you would like flatten like a cardboard box, but it's stone, so it's kind of like broken into like several pieces. The statue itself is kind of crumbled a bit and like broken in several large pieces.
Okay. I'll how big is the is it would it be big enough? Is the
Timora,
statue...
sorry. Timora is the goddess.
Ah, thank you. Is it small enough to where I could stick the pieces, like grab the pieces and put it in my bag? Or is
No,
it bigger than
it's
that?
pretty big. I would say the statue itself is probably about like 3 or 4 feet tall. The structure would be just under like your head level, kind of. It is a big enough shrine so that like the whole town can kind of go and make a blessing if they need to. It's not like a like free library, with like the little books. It's like kind of something you would see like outside of a church or something. Just
Yeah. Okay. What I'll do then is I'll grab the pieces that are sort of strewn about because of how they broke, and I'm gonna lay it down and try and put it together as one would like when they're trying to put together a dinosaur. Like just the pieces where they connect,
Yeah.
but obviously they're not going to, and just to make it whole again. And I'll just say to the statue, this is the best I can do for now, but I hope this is good enough. I ask for your guidance and direction. And when we come out of this alive, I'll come back and fix you properly.
Give me an Arcana check.
+0. That's an 8.
Cool. Similar to Blast, you're just a little bit distracted. But that doesn't really change any of your inspirations or the words you say.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not as focused as you would like to be as well.
Yeah. All right. I'll just hop back on the carriage and thank everyone for the small, quick detour. Or I don't know how quick it was. Probably took a little while.
Yeah, just a couple minutes, just to kind of like examine it. There's not a ton to it, so it's not like you had to spend the day exploring it or anything. It's
Right.
just a small shrine.
How messed up is the city? Like decimated, or are there any buildings that are
No,
like
there are plenty of buildings that are still fine. It mostly appears to be just like several of the buildings that the dragon would have like put its whole weight on.
Like it right there in the center?
There's probably like 5 or 6 buildings out of the like 12. So it's not like in shambles and ruins. It's just there are very large parts of buildings missing from the top.
Okay.
Before I left, I would have taken out a gold piece and just set it
Okay.
on the statue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was gonna say or as Tybalt is putting things back together, I recollect that he put some sort of coin, but I couldn't remember. So the moment he takes it out, I'm like, oh, that's right. And you said it was a silver or a gold piece.
A gold piece.
Okay.
I did.
I'll take out a gold piece myself, and I'll essentially just like, walk up right next to him and do the same thing.
Very cool. Anybody else? Or you guys want to move on
I'll toss a coin to the statue. Ding.
to the Witcher?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll remove 1 gold.
Thank you.
How long? I'll say to the group. How long are we going to be in town?
I think we're done here. What do you think?
I would say the same. Best if we just keep moving along. And is Vox able to see me, or is he kind of just like stuck in the front, not really turned around?
I'd say I can see you. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, we're basically the way I envision it is we're riding this like carriage thing, and then we make a stop basically right by the statue you guys want to interact with.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll say I'm like, yeah, you know what? Probably best if we keep pushing, keep moving. And as I say that, I'll kind of lock eyes with you and kind of, do the whole like point with my eyes and just point to both Blast and Tybalt, as this is actually pretty tough punch to the gut with everything going on. And I would pretty much be in the same boat as them.
It's like, dude,
What boat
be
are they
cool.
in? What boat are they in? Because I'm not clear on if they want to spend time here or not.
I mean, just from observation, from Gon's perspective, there's just a lot that is going on in their heads. From Gon's perspective, this is just his assumption, his, I guess, perception. But it just seems like there's a lot going on in Tybalt's head as well as Blast's head, and it's pretty clear because they're not very themselves like they were before when everything was cheery and we were having a good time at the inn and stuff like that. This is a very more serious moment for both of them.
Okay. I think then I'll take that cue, and I will. I mean, how disparaged do you two look, Blast and Tybalt? Are you guys like deep sorrow, or like what's going on?
I think Tybalt doesn't really look sorrowful. It's more of anger and determination is kind of the emotion that he's giving off. He's sort of ready to do what's next to make things right, but also wants to honor
The
everyone
fallen.
who's pretty much. So this is kind of like the let's take a quick moment to acknowledge everything before it's down to business and the train doesn't stop until we succeed.
Okay.
Do you guys need time to recover?
The moment I see, when Blast sees Tybalt start heading back to the wagon, I've already started moving along with Tony.
Okay.
All right.
Move.
All right.
I guess we'll get moving.
So as you move forward along on the path out of town, heading north, you start to see what looks to be the junction where it meets the Tribor Trail. Vox, go ahead and give me either a survival or a nature check.
Okay. Okay. Say 13.
13. You know that being able to judge where the sun is in the sky, you only have a few hours of daylight left. You kind of consider, like, where are we making camp? Because it's going to take several days to get there. You're not going to be able to just like get there in one shot. How much further along do you want to keep going before you guys set up camp?
You said a couple of hours?
Yeah, probably like 2, maybe 3 hours left. It's the sun's, starting to turn a little bit yellow, a little bit orange, I should say.
Is that where we are in the map?
He said no. He said we're Tribor Trail and the other path.
Yeah, you guys are this little like spider guy icon.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
right there. I mean, I'd say at this point, Vox is determined. Again, there's that whole interaction. So Edgar, since you weren't there or you were asleep or whatever, there was a brief interaction where I disappeared into another room with Falcon and had somewhat of a moment where the inner rage just welled up, and he basically told me, you need to channel that. Not that you would be privy to this, but what you would have heard if you were there was just like this scream of anger of like, I'm gonna fucking kill that dragon. So I'm pretty determined. I would say I would push the group to keep moving, probably like well into the night, up until the point where somebody needs a break, or like it's, like midnight type of deal. Like when it's late night, then I'd say, okay, then maybe we find somewhere to stop, because I mean, throughout the trip, there's not really a lot of trees or anywhere great to take cover anyway, right? So I'd push the group. I'd say let's keep going until kind of we can't anymore. And once, I sense that everyone's like maybe starting to nod off, then I'd say, at that point, maybe we start looking for camp. Somewhere we can rest and take a little bit of shelter if anything at all is available. If not, then fucking just open field, we're resting here and someone will keep watch.
Well, and that was going to be my next question. Do you want to try to like get off the trail a bit to find like what you determine to be like a
where
safe...
do we end up at this point so we can better gauge where we can possibly take shelter?
Having pushed on, you guys are I'd say
Who's the
about
little spider guy?
About here.
Oh,
okay.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, this is big,
Cynthia. This is
a long
big
journey. Yeah.
Okay, so, you're right. Sorry.
I don't think we need to go too far off the trail. I mean, I think a couple of us can keep watch. I'm willing to, watch for a while. I don't need to rest very much, especially being
the edge of
so
the
amped
tree?
up and determined, and seeing some of the destruction that's happened in the city. That's really kind of my motivator, and I'm not really feeling the need to sleep a lot. Maybe just kind of chill and lay low, but I'm keeping watch. So I'd say we don't need to deviate too far from the trail.
So are we all already fully rested at this point? I don't remember if
you
we
guys
took
would have had a full
We
long
did.
rest.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm amped up. I have on my goggles of night, and I'm able to see, fairly well. So,
Would you say you have dark vision?
I may have dark vision. Yeah.
Can I keep an eye on the horse, because I feel like we're determined to go, but the horse is probably going to start to feel a little sluggish. Don't want to overwork them.
So we have Bony Tony, but we also have like 2 other horses, right? I mean, I don't remember what our...
Yeah.
Okay.
So just based off of their sort of health and well-being.
Yeah, and having like made this decision to kind of like push on as far as you could, you guys kind of like got to the point where you would have noticed, Tybalt, that the horse are kind of lumbering a little bit slowly, not getting. They don't have as much spring in their step. They're definitely, feeling the
Give
wear
them-
of the long journey.
Give them
Yeah.
some water and an apple each.
Okay, yeah.
I'll say, I'll turn to Vox, who's driving, and say, Vox, I think the horses have earned a rest. We can stop here for the night.
Reluctantly, I will agree. And I'll also add, kind of assessing the situation and what we just went through in Phandalin with memories and potential regret and whatnot. I'll look at the three and I'll say, you get some rest. Jinx and I will keep watch.
All
You want
right.
first or second watch?
Uh,
Or do you want to keep watch together?
Oh yeah.
I think we
whatever.
can keep it together. Vox is amped up. He's not really sleeping.
And
And Jinx likes to stay up at night, so she's fine. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say for Gon, I bring up the fact that I'm also not in need of a lot of sleep. So, if you guys want to take first, and then I'll switch out with whoever for second watch.
Okay, who's taking first watch?
I guess I will.
Give me a perception check.
Oh shit, hold on. That was not in the thing. And it should have been because it was a better roll. So nat 11 plus 5, so that's a 16.
Okay. So as your first watch passes, you find yourself just kind of focusing on everything that you've been through, the conversation you had with Falcon, the dragon attack, everything that you've kind of just been through on this journey, having defeated the captor that, tormented you in the enslavement camp. The information.
I think I would probably
that
I
he
would pull out
had
that
about-
I would pull out that flail too. And I'd probably especially when I'm remembering him, I'd pull it out and I'd be like, I fucking killed you, you asshole.
Cool. And so what are you doing with the flail?
Oh man, I think just really embracing it and especially recalling what I think it was Lady Gariel. I tried to give it to one of her men. I was like, who can use this? And she was like, this is a very heavy on the soul type of item or weapon, I should say. I don't know. I think I would almost kind of try to make peace with the many souls that it's taken, and I don't know, find a way to kind of channel that into how can I harness this energy and have it bolster me for when I'm fighting this dragon, I think.
Give me an Arcana check.
Sure. Ugh, that is a 12. Unless, hold on. Unless it's information about a fae, fiend, or undead, which I don't think it is.
It's not.
Okay.
As you focus on this and you contemplate, all the lives that have been lost at the hands of this weapon and the wielder, and you're able to kind of just almost vividly just recall the stench of the creature and the way his breath was always very long and ragged, but never was it ever labored. It was just this otherworldly kind of, that's not the way your anatomy works, and it almost kind of bothers you a bit. It riles you up and kind of angers you. But other than that, your watch goes by peacefully.
And you're saying the energy of the creature itself is not like me.
Yeah, just the the nature in which he carried himself was very not of
Unnatural.
Yeah, it was very unnatural.
Okay.
Who is taking second watch?
That is going to be gone.
I think there'd be a little bit of overlap since there's three of us taking this, where normally we kind of split the night, right? So
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay. My assumption was that it was going to be like 2 people on watch
Yeah, you
first
guys
time,
don't
and then
have to take all 3 of you, but you're welcome to.
I would switch out with somebody. But yeah, if we want to do 3 for the whole night, then yeah, any sort of overlap. Actually, yeah, that works fine.
well, I think like so initially I'm probably watching, and then at some point you come out, right, and
Then
join
me.
me.
Got it. But yeah, I would be the next.
So as you start to stir Gone, you look over and you like wipe the crusties out of your eyes, and you kind of wake out of your trance because being half elf, you don't require actual sleep. You kind of like snap back to, like you're back to reality almost, feeling well rested and having the full effects of your long rest. You see Vox kind of sitting in this like crisscross leg style, just kind of focusing on this flail that he's holding, and you can see that his like rocky eyebrows are like furrowed and just like pointed inward. You see little bits of pebbles of like dust and dirt kind of like fall from his face as he's just like twisting up his face, almost like he's in agony, just going through a full spectrum of anger adjacent emotions.
And probably even like kind of murmuring some things under his breath, just like, "No, you motherfucker!" Just
he's
like
he's like that. He's like that cockatiel bird that's just like, what the fuck? What the fucking fuck? But
Pretty
just like
much,
to
yeah.
himself, trying to be quiet. But he's just so mad as he's remembering his like past and everything that he's been through, and he's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How do you react, or what do you do? Gone.
Yeah, I'll say, I'm approaching him, and at this point, I'm like, I kind of stop. I would say maybe midpoint to him, and I'm like, and I'll go back, go into my bag, just grab a couple things, and I'll walk back over to him, and as I approach him, Gon will speak up and say, "Yeah, I know that face. I know exactly what you're doing right now." And as I say that, I'm going to offer him just some rations and a little bit of water. And I'll say, listen, you don't, and at this point, I've sat down right next to him, juxtaposed, and kind of just staring off in the distance, keeping an eye out, and at the same time, kind of thinking of what I'm going to tell him. But, in this moment, I would say Gon is recollecting the memories of what exactly he went through, that he would say something like this, like, I know exactly what you're going through. So Gon will say, yeah, we don't have to talk about this if you don't want to, but there was a moment, and as I say that, I guess you could say maybe a little bit of not emotion, but very similar but muted emotion coming from Gon. So in a very similar fashion that Vox is feeling that anger, maybe he's gripping the flail a little bit tighter than he was before. There's a little bit of, clenching going on, or just some sort of fixation that Gon is doing himself. And I'll say, yeah, there was a time where all I could think of was I wish we weren't connected by blood. And I'll take the moment, give it a little bit of pause, and I'll look over to Vox's direction, whether he wants to stare at me or not. That's cool.
Oh, definitely. I'll make eye contact. Yeah.
Okay. And I'll say, the hate you feel, that rage inside of you, it's a little bit different than mine, but I'd say I get the gist of it. And then I'll break off eye contact, stare back out, and I'll say, it's a little bit different when you're connected by blood, and especially even more when you find out that a lot of the great things that you had in your life were built off the back of good people, built off blood, sweat, and tears of those who had very little. And I'll say, all those sacrifices that were made, I still think of those to this day. But there is one thing that you need to work on yourself. And I'm not saying this is going to happen anytime soon. Could take weeks, years even. I'm still working on it now, but you know, that rage, that anger, it'll eat at you if you don't balance it out. And as I say the line, if you don't balance it out, essentially a big eldritch energy is gonna like pop out, but it's gonna pop out and essentially just like sizzle my hand. And it's just to the point where I'm holding it so long in my palm that it just starts to burn skin. And
I'm
I
gonna grab your hand at that moment.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna grab it
Oh, man.
and just say, "Gone. Your pain runs deep. Share it with me." And just grab it as it's fucking just burning the shit out of me and just like, "Argh."
And so as it's burning, I'm going to essentially just, let him keep holding it. And it's kind of like a weird maneuver, but I'm essentially just going to like let him have the flame that is currently, there, and have him hold that eldritch energy for just a moment.
Sure.
And I'll
So Vox Aslan is actually a spellcaster, so he has
Little touch.
a
of it.
touch of magic. Yeah, he's not magic isn't foreign to him,
right. And
what's your spellcasting focus or like ability? Is it wisdom, Dave, for you? I
Mine?
forget.
Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, let me double check.
And your charisma, Julio?
that's correct.
I am not sure how to check, but I think it is. I think it's wisdom.
It's in your like class, but that's okay. So having been able to, have a knowledge of spellcasting, Dave is able to kind of concentrate on that eldritch energy that you give him, and although it's different than his own and it's kind of foreign to him, he is able to harness it for a bit and kind of see like a little bit more into Gone and like what makes you click or tick, I guess. Gone.
Yeah. And in the moment that I see Vox pretty much holding this thing in the palm of his hand, and while it is a little I would say different, my flame is a little bit more rounded. You could say it's more shaped like a flame, a controlled flame, I would say. And in the palm of Vox's, it's a little bit more sporadic, yet still being
more
held
chaotic
and
and
controlled.
wild.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll say that that rage, that anger, just remember that's for them.
Is this what you feel every day?
And I reply and say, yes, especially when I don't balance it, when I don't focus it. And again, I'll take a pause and I'll tell him, Vox, focus it. Then use it for them, for everybody who has sacrificed their lives. That's about what Gon wants to say.
Heavy. I like it.
Yeah, me too. As you say that, Vox is lost in the feeling and the image of the fire in his hands, and he's just trying to take in what you said and trying to understand your magic a little bit more, and then it dissipates. And he just goes, "What the fuck?"
Oh my God.
At the moment, it dissipates. I'd say, you're sitting over here on my right, Gone, and I'm still like holding the flail, right? So like that's still, I absolutely like understand like with the fire now, and I'm like in Vox's mind, he's just like, how the fuck does he deal with this every day, every minute, every second of his being, right? These are all going through my mind. And at that point, I'll take the flail, right? Like after the flame dissipates and it just kind of like it fizzles out, take the flail and not even in like an aggressive way, but just like I kind of pick it up like all in one motion where the flail's like going up in the air and I just like kind of almost slam it down in front of him a little bit and I'll just hand him the handle. And I'll grab his hand and like put it on the handle of the flail. Gone. Do you get anything from this?
And I'll kind of look at it and
I even reiterate because I'm not sure that Gon like in character knows the full like history of the evil of this flail, but Gon, this weapon has not only taken hundreds if not thousands of lives, but the sorrow it's inflicted and the pain it's caused. This is part of my pain, and I'll see if Gon can sense or detect anything from this.
And I'll say Gon kind of looks at it and kind of how you try and determine something. Gon feels it physically, the weight, how it feels in his hand. Grips it a little bit tighter, see if there's anything there. And then he'll take a step further and see if he can feel anything from gripping the flail.
Give me an Arcana check. I feel like all we've done is Arcana check today.
Straight up.
Damn, 18.
A lot of magic.
18. As you grip the flail, almost like a cutscene in a scary movie, you are just hit with these like flashbacks of just flesh being ripped off by the like little metal like bits that are tied into this flail on their ends, and you feel like your whole body is kind of just like you have this warmth kind of come over you, and you realize that this isn't warmth like the sun, it isn't warm like the fire, it's warm like blood. And you are just bombarded with these images of people being tortured. You are just overwhelmed with several voices of just screams of pain and agony as they're almost just in like 5.1 Dolby Digital surround sound, just like coming from everywhere.
Okay.
As like,
All right.
as you can't quite focus on any of these like sensory overloads, like your all of your like hair on the back of your neck is just like standing it straight. You're just covered in goosebumps, and you're just like almost taken aback at like the horror that has carried with this flail.
And after that moment is over, I'll at this point I'm pretty much holding it as if I'm holding it for dear life. And as I snap out of it, I'll grip it just that much tighter, and a bead of sweat rolls down, one of the sides of my head, and I'll say, "This evil. The only way to fight this evil is with our own forged path, whether that be filled with pain, sorrow, whatever it may be. But one thing makes us different from them, and that's that our lives weren't made for this." And I'll grab the flail and kind of like, just pick it up and show Vox. We weren't made for this. We were made to get rid of things like this. And at that point, without any real emotion, just pick up the flail and put it in between Vox and myself, and I'll say, "I feel what you feel. I understand it. You got to be careful. There's a fine line. Don't let it consume you. And I'll look at him, and in this moment, kind of just remembering the memories that I just lived, I'm kind of filled up with a lot of, I guess you could say, again, eldritch energy. And just like for a glimmer of a moment, maybe, Gon's eyes turn a different color. And I'll say, don't let it fill you, at least not completely.
Can I ask what color?
You know what color. Come on.
Hey, I wanted to, make sure. But all right, I know.
They're gone. There is a fine line. There's a fine line between the monster that I am becoming and the monsters that I hunt. But I think together we can get through this. With that, I grab the flail and I'm gonna head back and probably like hang out by myself, and I'll probably like go and tap Jinx. It's like it's your turn now.
So then I do a nice big stretch, arch my back, and then I'm ready. And I go and meet with Gon, who's still up, right? Or no?
Yeah, I pretty much just started my watch.
Well, then I go ahead and join him for the watch.
Cool. As Vox Aslan heads off to bed, you kind of see that Gon is a little bit not troubled looking, but it looks like he was a little bit like deep in thought and
sense it, yeah.
very contemplative, as you kind of get the same sense as Vox kind of, saunters off to bed.
Right.
How are you feeling?
Well, I can sense, something went down, not necessarily like bad or a confrontation, but something important. I don't want to pry in whatever happened because I feel like if they wanted to share, they would have, or they will. But I do notice the tension, I guess, and as I'm joining Gon, are we like sitting somewhere, or are we standing? Are we sitting on a log?
You tell me. I mean, it's your character.
Okay, I'm assuming we're sitting on a log for some reason, and I go sit next to him, and then I just start purring. And I'm just chilling. I'm not asking anything, not, minding my own business, just watching, letting him be in his moments, but out of comfort, just purring. And just let the night pass by, just as company.
Are you gonna interact with her in any way, Gon?
The only thing I was gonna probably mention is just that, as Jinx walks up and sits down, I don't notice, and then at a certain point, like I just hear this humming, and I quickly, realize that Jinx is not standing, but sitting right next to me and just doing her purring thing. So I'm just like, how you holding up, Jinx? And kind of keeping that serious tone, but maybe a little bit lightened up from the very focused, tense moment I was having.
And I go ahead and tell him that I am okay. A little troubled, as I feel we all are, to different extents. But I go ahead and confess to him that there is something bothering me. I guess now that he asked. And then I'm like, okay, well, my issue with Blast was never meant to be an issue. I literally live my life this way since I can remember. This is all I know. Friends was something so rare and almost unattainable in the life that I lived. To trust and be trusted was a very hard commodity. So I guess I was just living my normal life with you guys, not even understanding that friendships were being built because it was such a foreign concept to me. And now I feel that I kind of broke that without even realizing. So I don't want to lose my first friends that I've ever obtained, and I'm not really sure how to fix it, but I feel now that I can acknowledge that there's that maybe there is a way that I could eventually cross that bridge to him. But there's also the chance that that bridge has been burnt because I just didn't know any better. And I'm mischievous at heart, is what I do, is who I am. But I do understand things better now.
And yeah, at the whole time Jinx is telling the story. Gon is pretty much just taking it in, and were you done with your?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. So Gon will say, kind of just ponder off into the distance a little bit as he usually likes to do, and kind of just start to give a little chuckle, and I'll say, "Man, Jinx, you fucked up. You fucked up bad." And I'll continue and say, "You know what? I've known Blast a little bit longer than I've known you. I consider him a close friend, and yeah, like I said, you messed up. But like you
I
were telling
sure
me,
did.
you've lived a long life on your own, and now it's come to the point where you are met at a crossroad, whether you decide to change that or not. But I will tell you one thing: if we get through this in one piece, all of us, you're gonna need to figure something out real quick. And I'll say just a little bit of advice coming from somebody who had to take a pretty drastic life-altering change. There, there's a lot that you can leave behind, especially when you have a good group of people like this. And I'll say you've never probably ever had to consider anybody else's thoughts and feelings to your actions, but now that you do, it seems like you're already reconsidering them yourself. So at least you're on the right path. But let me tell you, you break somebody's trust, that's not something you earn back right away, and that's not something you earn back fully ever. So
That I can understand because no one has ever been able to fully obtain, or I haven't been able to fully trust anyone in my path. The closest I've gotten is to Zabantik because of our natures and in our backstories where we linked up. But again, we were just doing jobs together. But if you don't mind me asking, and you don't have to if it's too personal, but your life altering change.
and before she can finish her sentence, I will respond while looking off into the distance once again. And I'll say, I left my family behind. I was living at the top, had a lot of great people living essentially for me. And well, I let that all go, but I had to. And I won't elaborate too much just because Gon, once again, is
Right.
only likes to elaborate as much as he feels like he needs to. And I'll say, but let me tell you that when all your life, hot towels, warm baths, good food, wine at the ready,
Suffering.
was that good.
Suffering, agony.
It's it's not something that came easy, but like I said, the thing that made it all worth it, the only reason I don't regret doing what I did and changing my life way was definitely the people. And I hate to tell you this, but one of those people was Blast. So I'll tell you this, and this is the only time I hope to have to tell you this, but you got to change your ways. You got to change your ways. If it's not for anybody else, do it for Blast. And at that point, I think Gon has said what he's
Enough.
wanted to say. Yeah.
And I say thank you, and then I just stay quiet for a moment. And then look up at the moon, and then just take a deep breath and gather my thoughts of where my life has been and where it has led me to and where I want it to go. And then I just start purring and just am quiet for the rest of the watch.
Cool. As you guys are kind of ending your conversation, you see that Gon is kind of starting to look off into the distance again, and you realize that you're kind of losing him there. He's kind of shutting himself back up for a bit, putting up back his walls. And you kind of, purr contently, you're satisfied with what you got out of him.
No, yeah. I respect his distance.
Yeah. As you go to, are you guys still sitting next to each other, or like you guys just kind of having like chit chat, or what's going on here?
No more chit chat, but I am still sitting there. I'm assuming by a fire. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys are.
Yeah.
I don't have like a map, but you guys are like around a fire, at this point. And as you start to kind of get comfortable and look off into the distance, both of you are just hit in the shoulder with an arrow as two more whiz past you. Blast,
shit.
you are instantly snapped awake, and your like eyes are in battle mode as your sword is glowing very brightly. I need you guys to all roll initiative.
Oof. Dave, are you here?
Damn.
I'm here.
Okay.
I was just getting some food because I haven't eaten. So, ooh, that's a good roll.
Oof.
As you look around and as your like shoulder like sears in pain from taking the initial hit, you're able to catch off in the distance two gnolls with longbows having been drawn and arrows shot, grinning maliciously and kind of chuckling to themselves. I need everybody to roll initiative. What'd you guys get?
Got a 22 for Captain Howdy.
Captain
20.
Howdy.
20 for Blast?
Oh, nice.
11 here.
4.
And Gone?
7.
Big ol' 7.
All right. Here we go. First up is one of the gnolls who is this guy here. Sorry, I'm trying to like look at my map and remember who's all down here. Okay. Boom. Okay, one more. Up first is the Flesh Gnar. He is coming in your direction. Blast. He is very... Oh, where'd he go?
I see him.
I don't.
Is he on the
Oh.
south?
Yeah, he's on the south.
I can
Yeah,
move
but
him
he's
if you
like-
want me to.
Yes, please. He like totally disappeared from my map.
I'm gonna put him
Oh,
right
weird.
next to the horse. You see him?
Oh, that's him? What the fuck?
I think so. It was.
Yeah, that
was it
should
this
be
guy
him.
right here?
Oh, I see. Never mind. Because I had my other Albert open. I'm dumb. I've been like building this map while you guys were fucking talking and shit. Just in case, And I know I had Dave roll a perception check, but when I rolled my stealth check to see what you guys contested, I got a nat 20. So,
Oh shit.
sneak
Nice.
attack. Yeah, he's going to come up over to you, Blast, and he is going to take a couple swings at you. He's first going to swing at you with his short sword. Oof, getting a nat 20.
Okay.
And so 24 total. You are going to take
This is a sneak round.
essentially those first two shots are sneak round.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we could, yeah. Blast doesn't get surprised, so he gets to take a turn. You're gonna take 11 damage, Blast, on the first hit.
Ouch.
He's going to then bite at you with his snout, getting only a 10 to hit, so not quite able to get you. As the first hit kind of like rocks you, you are just like jolted backwards, and he's just not quite able to snap his head forward to get you in the bite on the second hit. After that is Voxassin, who's surprised, and then Blast. It's immediately your turn again.
Okay.
After that, there are going to be a couple knolls.
What are you drinking, Andre?
Just a little Trivella.
Nice. I've never seen one with sold before.
Oh, it's fire. So you said it was my turn?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so
Because of your sword of warning, you weren't surprised.
got it. Fuck yeah. Okay, so let's go. Dragon Slayer Greatsword. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and. I'm gonna take the -5.
Okay.
So that is an 18 a hit.
Absolutely hits.
Okay. So that is let me re-roll this one real quick.
Wait, you know what? Real quick, continue your turn, but remind me afterwards, guys, that I need Jinx and Gon to both take damage.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay, so that is a 26 damage.
Oh, shit.
So as you
Oh,
are
damn.
just like in anger, you get hit by this Knoll and his short sword, and then you like take a step back and you pull out your Dragon Slayer Greatsword and just put all your rage, all that pent up like angst and like anger that's been boiling up inside of you, and you just rip right through and just cleave him in two in one swing. He falls
Fuck
dead.
yeah.
You still have one more attack in your full movement.
Okay, so I'm going to
Also, I'm sorry, there's one more enemy over here that I forgot to add.
on the bottom or the top?
Bottom.
Bottom, okay. Okay, I'm going to call to the rest of the group and say, we'll call to Tybalt and say, I don't know what it looks like up there, but I just got one and I have 3 more down here. So I'm going to, ooh, that doesn't give me enough movement. I'm going to, let's see, pull my Echo out. So I'm gonna Echo him up.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. I'm gonna Echo and move a little bit forward right here. Kind of have look over at Tony and kind of try a motion for him to move away. So I'm gonna have him like maybe go through over here. And I'm gonna hold my second attack. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my second attack until I'm within range, or till someone moves within range of me.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Cool. After that,
You said they had to take damage. Sorry.
yeah. No, thank you. That's exactly what I need.
Yeah.
Where is he? Here we go. Gon, I need you to take. Man, 3 piercing damage. Jinx, you are going to take 7. After blast is Null A. That's going to be this guy here. That's going to be B.
Do we need to worry about tracking the initiative order, or you got all that down, Ronnie? Can you tell us who's next?
Yeah.
Who's on deck?
So right now, currently, it is the Knolls are going to go, and then after 3 of them go, it's going to be Tybalt, who is surprised. So he's going to miss his turn. Knoll Hunter A is going to go after that. Then Gon, who is surprised. So basically, all the Knolls are going to go, and then we'll go back up to the top. And after all the Knolls are done, Vox, you'll be up.
Okay, cool.
Knoll A is going to. How far can he go? Oh yeah, he can get right up to you, Blast, and he's just gonna come running at you, guns blazing. Go ahead and take your attack.
Right. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing. Great Weapon Master.
Cool.
It's in that one. Fuck.
Misses. So he is going to slash at you. Actually thrust at you with his spear, charging full head on. Go ahead, and he's gonna get a 20 to hit.
That hits.
And you're gonna take 5 piercing damage. Knoll B is running right alongside him. He's doing the same exact thing. Gets to about here. He takes a swing at you, a stab at you with his spear, getting a 17 to hit.
Misses.
All right, yeah. So as the first one just like gets you right in like the shoulder, the second one, like as your body like twists with the impact, it like causes you to just miss on the second spear thrust from Knoll B. Knoll Hunter B is going to come down here a bit, and he's going to take a shot at you, Tybalt, with his longbow.
I'll use a warding flare.
You don't have to. I won't make you burn it because he only gets a 12 to hit.
Okay.
So that's him. Tybalt, you're
Julio, check the chat real quick.
And then Knoll Hunter A is going to come down about to where Hunter B is, and he's going to take another shot at you, Jinx, with his longbow. Oh, I'm sorry, Tybalt. Actually, he's going to take one more shot at you. I forgot they have 2 attacks. Getting a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the first 2 whiz past you. Knoll Hunter A comes up, and he's going to take a shot at you, Jinx, with his longbow, getting a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Shit.
You're going to take 4 piercing damage. He takes a second shot at you, only getting an 8, and it just whizzes right past you.
Okay.
After that, the Knoll Pack Lord is going to come up, and that's this guy down here. And he kind of starts to saunter over towards you guys in your direction, making eye contact with you, Blast. And he says, well, well, well. Couple lost pups in the woods. This is most fortuitous. And he is going to take a shot at you with his longbow, Blast, getting only a 6 to hit, so he misses. And then he's going to go ahead and do one more time with his longbow, getting a 21 to hit.
Hits.
You're going to take 4 piercing damage, and then kind of just annoyed and just that he missed his first shot, he's going to yell out to the 2 Knolls in front of you, and he's going to say, one of you, fucking get this guy. And they are, Knoll A is going to go ahead and take a stab at you with his spear one more time, getting a 7 to hit, so he misses. And the Knoll Lord goes, worthless fucking runts. After that, we're back up to the top. Vox Aslan, you hear the signs and sounds of battle. How do you react?
Well, having like just barely fallen asleep, or probably not even asleep, but just like going into my own little world with this fucking flail. Actually, I was gonna shoot somebody, but having the flail out already, I think that makes more sense story-wise. So I will. I already have the flail in my hand, and hearing probably blast. Right, he was the first to be alerted, and obviously the two that have been shot, probably like screaming in pain. Let's see, how far is that? Sorry, I need to use my measuring tool real quick.
I'm hissing, not screaming. Just.
I have just enough movement to get like right up here between these two fucks. Already having the flail in hand, I'm gonna pull out my arrow catching shield in the other, and I probably suck with the flail, but that just makes more sense. So I am going to attack homeboy on the left, whoever that is. But as I'm running up to him, I have a deep hatred of gnolls. I mean, call me a racist, but that's just what it is.
You
And
racist.
I'll say to him, I'll send you back to where you came from, and take a big ol' swing at him with the flail. And I don't actually, let me see. I don't think I ever like actually added it to my inventory, so sorry.
So then,
It's
do
just
you
a
even
plus.
have it?
Of course I have it. Come on.
Bro, that was fucking like 15 sessions ago. I don't know, man.
Well, I've had it.
I think the last person that looked at it was gone.
No, shut up.
He just drops it in his inventory.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not as good as my bow, but I do have a +4 on it. So I will try to hit guy on the left there. And what kind of damage is this? Bludgeoning. Oh well. That's not bad. That is an 18 to hit.
Nice.
All right, yeah, that absolutely hits him. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so that's going to be a D8. That's a D8 plus 1. Horrible. So that's a 2 damage. Wait. On a +2 flail? What, it only has a +1 on a +2 flail? Oh, it says it gets +2
Yeah,
bonus to attack and damage.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's just a +2.
so whatever your roll is, add the
Add
extra.
2 more. Okay,
Yeah.
so 4 damage on the flail. Not
You
much
never know.
better,
You
but-
never know.
Yeah, you never know.
As you swing the flail for the first time, you are able to catch the gnoll with just the like bits of pieces of metal and like leather, like rope, and just it's a flail. It's not meant to be pretty. He just kind of goes. Arr!
Yeah.
As he kind of looks
um,
at you, like he kind of like looks at you after you hit him, and he's kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, ow.
When you accidentally step on your dog and it looks at you,
Yeah.
you feel real bad about it. You're like,
Awkward.
fuck, sorry.
And again, this goes like completely against what I should do, but being in just the rage and snapping out of like he was already dealing with this. The
What, bro, you
emotional
multi-classing into barbarian too?
with the emotional anguish of like just having this flail and having this heavy conversation with Gon. So I already hit the guy on the left. This time I'm just gonna flail it back and try to hit the guy on the right.
Just imagine you flailing
Another 14,
around.
so that's
Flail the
another-
flail.
So it's technically a dirty 20, right? Because it's the +4, and then I get another +2 because of the +2 on the flail. So
Well, what is your strength modifier?
horrible. -1.
Great.
So, yeah, so you would get a +1 essentially.
But it says
Is-
+4 on my character sheet.
Oh, does it? Why is it?
Yeah.
Is
So
it
maybe
not
it's
a
already
strength
factoring in the
weapon?
+2.
It's a flail +2.
Yeah, that's what he said.
All right. Well, okay, sure.
Okay, alright, well, here goes my D8. Oh, way better this time. So that's a 7 plus the 1. Do I then get another +2 on that? Because it's a +2 flail?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 10 damage on the right guy.
Okay. Is there anything
And
else
then
you
I
want to do?
just hold steady with my shield, and that's my turn.
Cool. After Vox, it's Blast.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna. Let's see here. I'm gonna take an attack at Null A right here first.
Okay.
Holy shit. Yeah, let's go. Weapon Master, fuck it. Let's go. Hell yeah.
As if you ever don't Weapon Master.
I do sometimes. That's a 23 to hit. I'm assuming that's good.
23 absolutely hits. Sorry, I was trying to do math.
All right, I'm gonna hold on. Let me reroll this too real quick. What's that? 21 damage.
21
Yeah.
21.
Fine.
to Null A. Okay, great. Yeah, he just. How do you? I mean, you're not killing him, but like, just describe it to me.
So as I kind of look back, right before I hear the sounds of battle, I look back and I see, my comrades Vox is starting to take it to him. Kind of worried, like despite my anger, still just kind of worried that they all got the jump on them, and I'm not there to turn back the brunt of the attack up there. But then I see Vox rushing forward, taking it to him, and all Blast is just thinking is, I just got to get rid of these guys as quick as possible so I can go back and help them. So I'm gonna take my other attack at A.
Okay. Are you great weapons mastering?
No, I was just gonna do this one regular.
Okay.
You'll fucking let me. Oof, that's a 12.
You just miss as you like swipe down at like a downward angle, and he's able to just move out of the way, and you like can like nick a little bit of his fur, but not quite enough to like actually touch the body.
Got it. So I'm gonna move Echo Blast over here and attack him, and that'll be with advantage. Yeah.
Only if you're using your Unleash Incarnation.
That's what yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah, because I just use my 2 regular attacks, so I have to use my Unleash.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Great Weapon Master and advantage. Fuck this fool. Yep. This is 23 to hit.
Hits.
Alright, so... Ooh, that's 26 damage.
26 damage as your Echo teleports behind him and just like is so in tune with you, and you're like, I mean, he's just an extension of yourself, essentially.
Right.
You are able to just like pull his like great sword up, and he just like leaps into the air and just comes down in a hard like Siegfried kind of slam with the great sword, just bisecting him, and the knoll just splits in front of you and falls to either side of the blade as you're able to look your Echo face to face again.
Fuck yeah. So I'm gonna come over here.
Don't you get like temporary hit points for like killing people?
I do.
No, you don't, because that's only for the Goblin King Greatsword, which you don't have anymore.
Oh, I thought it was Great Weapon Master though.
No, it's Goblin King Greatsword.
Why are you putting salt on the wound like that?
I know. I just
okay, whatever.
Emotional damage.
So I'm gonna
that meme.
Go ahead
Oh,
and
did somebody get addicted to fucking temporary hit points?
You know what? I never used it. Like,
Yeah, you did. We always give it to you. No, anytime you killed somebody with a Great Weapon Master,
we would always remind you. Yeah.
Yeah, you got 10
really?
HP.
Yeah, because
you
I
didn't-
got 10 HP when I kill people.
Yeah,
Oh, you do. That's tight.
yeah.
I don't anymore, bro. Okay, so all right, so I'm gonna go ahead. So I already use a bonus action. Otherwise, that's what I get. I get an extra attack as a bonus action if I haven't used the bonus.
Correct. Yeah.
So
For killing somebody, you're right.
for killing
Or on a
somebody.
crit, also.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use my action surge and take out B, and And since I just used Unleash, am I still running my my advantage or not?
Yeah.
Alright, so Weapon Master, fuck this fool. Let's go. Oh, that was not meant to be. That was
Well, B's the only one left, so you have to mean it for him.
well, it didn't work out. This attack should be good. Fuck. 18 to hit.
Snavi,
Hits,
she's never
yeah,
here.
Alright. Ooh,
Sorry.
fuck yeah. That is 27 damage.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is my turn. I'm gonna pull my echo back behind me right over here.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay, as you miss on the third swing, your fourth one is able to just like get him across the gut as like blood kind of like shoots out and like coats your sword and coats you a little bit as he lets out a blood curdling yelp, and his knees buckle a bit, but he's able to just like muster his strength and stand back up, and he's kind of ready. After Blast, Noel B is going to go ahead and kind of try to take his revenge against you, Blast. He's going to swing at you with his spear, or he's going to thrust at you with his spear.
Oh yeah.
Getting a 22 to hit.
That fucking hits.
You're going to take 7 points of piercing damage.
7 points.
After that is Null Hunter B, and then you'll be up to bolt. Null Hunter B is going to try to run past you, Vox, so you can go ahead and take a attack of opportunity if you still have a reaction.
I do. Hold on, sorry. I'll take it in a second if you want to just keep going.
Okay. He is going to run up to you, Tybalt, and he's going to take an attack against you with his spear. He thrusts forward at you, getting a 18 to hit.
Hits.
I need you to take 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to take another thrust at you, getting a 5 to hit, missing on the second one.
I missed him. I got a 6.
Okay, yeah, that misses. Tybalt, you're up next with Null Hunter A coming up after you.
All right. Hunter B's taking some damage, yeah?
Yep.
All right. I'm just going to look him square in the eyes and just narrow my brow and say, listen.
I love that you do that every single time. It's my favorite thing.
Cast Hold the Dead, so it's
Knew
got
it.
to beat Wisdom 17.
And let me tell you, he is not very wise. I get a 15.
All right. Does not beat it. So we'll take 10 points of damage.
Very nice. As he like tilts his head the way dogs do when they're trying to like understand you, you know, he suddenly is just like racked by this like immense pain, and he kind of lets out like a howl of anguish as he's just like kind of like my grandpa's dog when we fed him the pepper and then he like was taking a crap later, kind of like that. It's a whole story, bro. That time I got my ass beat.
It's a fucked up story.
Cool. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, okay.
Okay. After that is No Hunter A, and then Gon, you're up after him. He's going to swing around behind you, Vox, but not quite breaking like his like base with you.
Okay.
He just kind of wants to get on the other side of you. He is going to take a stab at you with his spear.
Okay.
Getting a 12 to hit on the first one.
Negative.
And then takes a second swing, getting a 19 to hit.
Yeah, meets it, beats it.
Alrighty. You need to take 5 points of piercing damage. As he's able to just like dig his spear like right under your like armpit area, kind of, and just kind of like get into the meat of your like whatever this thing's called back here. Gon, you're up. What are we doing?
All right, so I'm essentially kind of just watching over Tybalt's shoulder to see what's going on. I see he takes an action at Hunter B, and I'm like, all right, let me see if I can kind of shimmy to the right. And I just want to make sure I have clear line of sight and a shot for Hunter B.
Yeah, like, I mean, even though the trees are there, like, the tree trunks aren't that big, you know, so you can kind of have some room to wiggle in there.
Yeah, so I just look in the direction of Hunter B, and I'm just going to cast
Eldritch Blast.
the old
Eldritch
handy
Blast.
dandy
Baja Blast.
Eldritch Baja Blast. This one's going to be a little cold, a little freezy.
Little
yeah.
freezy.
Ooh, first one is a 14.
On no Hunter A?
Hunter B.
Oh, Hunter B. Sorry, that one hits, yeah.
Nice. That's going to be 9 damage.
Ooh, oh boy, yeah.
Number 2 is a 26.
That's not a nat 20?
No,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Absolutely hits.
That one, Jesus, these fucking dice are coming out aggressively on my end. 11.
So as you blast him with your first blast, like you already see him kind of like holding his head, like howling in despair as like he's listening to Edgar's command. And the first one is able to just like catch him square in the chest as he like staggers backwards a bit, and he like looks over at you in his like pain and confusion as the second one just gets him right in the face and just bores a hole straight through him, and he just slumps down to his knees. His head kind of lands on Tybalt and just smears blood on Tybalt's torso as he falls over dead. And you can go ahead and take your temporary hit points.
All right, I am adding 10 HP.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
And
Is there-
yeah, at this point, Gon is pretty satisfied. I don't know if Tybalt even looks at me at the moment, but I just want to give him a thumbs up. Like, hell yeah, we did it. And that's going to be Gon's turn.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything you want to do with your movement or bonus actions at all?
I am going to stay put.
Okie doke. After that, it is going to be the Knoll Pack Lord with Jinx after him. The Knoll Pack Lord is going to saunter over this way a little bit, getting just underneath this tree, and he is going to take a shot at Blast first. He's going to take a shot at your Echo,
Fuck.
getting a 19 to hit it.
That hits.
All right.
Bye, Echo.
Yep, and then he's going to take a shot at you.
Okay.
Getting an 18 to hit.
Misses.
All right, so yeah, his first one just square hits your Echo straight in the chest, and it just kind of like flickers away and does the like TV thing where it's like, phew. The second one he like pulls back and he looks at you and he's just like, this is such an inconvenience, and he just lets the arrow go and it hits your shoulder, but just in like the wrong angle, and it's just able to just bounce off, you know, not taking any damage. And then he's just like, I can't believe this shit. And then he says, "You, what are you doing? Kill this thing!" But the knoll in front of you is still just a little bit too staggered and hurt. Still, he's not able to take his extra action. After that is Jinx, and then back up to you, Vox.
All right. I'm trying to see. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack Hunter B. I'm gonna do steady aim and do my psychic blade.
Okay.
To give me advantage on it, and
Your bonus action, right, to do that?
mhm.
Cool.
Oh, nat 20, and
Okay.
so
So
26.
yeah, so go ahead and right-click on the damage for your thing,
Mm-hmm.
and do crit on that because you're doing crit damage for that.
Got it. Okay. 11.
11. Now right-click on your sneak attack damage and do crit on that as well. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm sorry, Cynthia. Hunter B's dead. But I will let you apply that attack and damage to either of the remaining creatures.
Oh, my bad. Then yes,
No,
I guess.
that was my bad. You got Hunter A up there with Vox, or the Pack Lord over there kind of by Blast, and Null B over by Blast as well.
I wanted Pack Lord, but that tree is pretty in my way, right?
I would give it to you, just because you got a nat 20.
Let's do that, Pack Lord.
Okay, so you did 11 damage on your first one. Now, what's your crit sneak attack damage?
3d6.
So do crit, so do 66.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, this is how sneak attack works on a crit.
But that many? Se me hace mucho.
Yeah.
Okay. A ver. Okay.
Have it.
23.
All right, so 11 plus 23 does 34 points of damage to the Null Pack Lord.
Let's go.
As he's just kind of like muttering to himself, like annoyed that like you guys aren't dying yet. He suddenly just gets rocked by this like psychic blade just in his like rib cage as he like lets out a as he definitely did not expect that. He looks down to like see what hit him, and all he sees is just a wound, a bleeding wound, as the psychic blade dissipated before he was able to notice it.
And can I just add that as I threw it, I did a whirly, like I threw it as a spin. So as it crossed him, it left a hole, not just like a cut.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Cool. Is there anything else you
That's
want
the
to
end
do
of
with your
actually movement.
Yeah.
Yes. So I will like to get. Oh, wrong map. Sorry. 1, 10, 15.
How many maps do you have?
Well, the one that's being streamed.
Yeah, the Zoom one.
Yeah, I'll go like right here. And that's the end of my turn. Thanks.
Oh, cool. After that, we are back up to you, Vox. What are you doing?
All right, it's time for Spidey boots. I need to ask a question though. So I'm trying to use my spider boots to either climb the tree on the left or the right. I understand I'll probably take an opportunity from Hunter A. I'm okay with that, but I want to try to get up the tree to a pretty good angle. And I get movement equal to my, climbing speed equal to my movement speed while I'm wearing the boots and my hands are free. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
putting my
whatever your-
weapons away.
Whatever your
Putting my
regular
weapons
movement speed
away.
is, you can walk up the long side,
Okay,
just like flat
so
surfaces, like no
I
problem.
want to go up one of these trees to where it looks like I would have a better shot on Null B down there.
Okay,
Because
sure.
Pack Lord's like hiding behind a tree, right?
Yeah, he definitely has full cover from you.
Okay. Shit. Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna. Damn it! Now I'm torn. Tybalt hasn't taken any damage. I think he's okay.
Tybalt's taking damage.
Oh, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took 10 points.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Okay.
He was
shit.
surprised, right? Yeah.
Oh, you were one of the. Okay. All right. Damn it! I'm torn. No, if that's the case, all
I'm good,
right. I
Joe.
want to.
I'm good. Do your thing.
You sure?
Yeah. I got plenty of hit points.
Yo, in game, your turn lasts 6 seconds. What are you doing?
I know. Sorry, it just fucked me all up because I didn't realize what was going on down there. Okay. No, I'm just gonna pull the same move that he did and run like this real quick around him, without breaking contact, but just.
Freaking
And-
Zoidberg.
Yeah, exactly. And at that point, I guess I will probably whack him again with the flail. Fuck it. I was trying to do something cooler, but didn't work out. So that, I swear to God, is a crit.
Swear
Swear
to
to God.
God.
Swear to God.
Let's see. Okay.
Swear to God.
Not that
Which one?
not that the flail's gonna do all that much, but okay. Oh wait, wrong camera. Shit, sorry.
Can
Okay.
you show us how you flail? Just kidding.
One of those.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna do it on D&D Beyond because it's a lot. Shit. 11 damage.
Oh, to Hunter A.
Yeah. Would I be able to take a second stab now with my short sword?
Are you wielding both of them?
No, I have
Then
a
no.
shield.
No,
Okay,
you would
then
have
I'll
to
just
like
hit him
switch
again.
weapons. Like, yeah. Okay.
All right, I might hit him again with the flail. I'll just do it on here. Nope, that's 11.
All right. Yeah, just misses.
And that's my
Wait,
turn.
with a nat 20, you only did 11 damage.
Yeah, it's a flail, man.
Oh,
I
bummer.
suck with the
No.
flail. I'm just using
Bummer,
it because
yeah.
it was out and it made sense story-wise.
No, yeah, it makes sense. I just wanted to make sure you like.
That's why I've been trying to
crit
dump
damage,
this
you know?
thing.
Yeah. All right,
Can't
cool.
do
Is
anything
there
with
anything
it.
else you want to do? Any movement?
No, that's it. That's it.
Okay. Blast, you're up with Noel B after you.
All right, so I'm gonna take my first swipe at Null B. That is 26 to hit.
Hits.
Let me roll this one real quick. So that's 14 damage.
Cool. With your attack, you're able to just like, he's already so weak, you're able to just lop his head off in one swing
Fuck yeah.
as he falls to the ground dead.
All right. So this whole way, I'm gonna run up to the Pack Lord. And take a swipe at him.
Cool. Go ahead and take an attack.
Oof. Nope. 12.
Yeah, no, it doesn't hit.
All right, and then I'm gonna pop my echo behind him. Well, actually, not behind him, behind me.
So, just as a reminder, you do get an extra attack because of your Great Weapons Master, because you killed somebody on your first attack.
Oh, that's right. That's
so
right. Okay,
I just want to
cool.
give you your options. You can
Yeah,
still
let me
pop your
fucking-
echo, but
Yeah, that's my bonus action. So I'm popping him no matter what, and then
Okay,
I'll
cool.
take another attack. That
well,
is.
well, your bonus action would be the third attack. So
Oh, it would. Okay.
yeah. So is your echo or the third attack?
I'll do echo.
Okay,
Oh, no,
cool.
sorry, no, I'll do third attack. Sorry, third attack.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's a 20 to hit.
Hits.
That is 15 damage.
15 damage. Perfect. All right. Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope. I'm gonna stay close so he can't take an attack of
All
opportunity
right.
on me.
Tybalt, you are up. What are we doing?
So seeing that Vox pretty much has the situation handled over here, I'm gonna look back at Blast. Can I see?
You're like,
him
Vox
clearly?
hasn't taken any damage. Walk away.
He's good. He's good. Can I see Blast fighting the pack?
Yeah, he's not quite like obstructed by the tree. The Pack Lord does have cover from you, but like he's there.
All right. Am I able to target Hunter A through
Yeah,
Vox,
you
or
could
do-
definitely
okay.
like shoot through Vox.
What I'll do then is I'll put my hands together and clasp like this, do sort of a split, and pull out two guiding bolts using my points, using a point of sorcery to do a twin spell.
Cool.
One's gonna go towards Hunter A, and that one will be a 23 to hit,
Absolutely hits.
taking 18 points of damage.
Oof. Okay, yeah. He is looking very rough. What color is your guiding bolt? What does it look like when you cast it? Like, explain the spell to me. He's alive, but
So
I
it's-
just want to know what it looks like.
It starts off as the sort of like white yellow glow of sunlight, but as soon as I put my start pulling it apart, it has a bit of a pinkish tinge to it at that point. And I split it, and that's the color is the initial one is the yellow, orange yellow, but the sort of the sparks that give off are pink, and then the light that he gives off is going to be pink as well, like a bright pink, because it is covered in a glow. So the next attack against him is going to be with advantage.
Got it. He glows pink.
Yeah. And then same with the pack lord. Second, so I like do that. Send one at Hunter A,
Absolutely.
and then I grab the other one and shoot that one off at the pack lord.
Absolutely. Do you have to do a second roll for that?
Yeah, it's separate. So number 2 guiding bolt is going to be a 25 to hit,
Absolutely hits.
and that's going to be 14 points of damage.
Oof, nice.
Fuck this fool.
And I just imagine like Tybalt standing in this kind of like just off the path, like behind these trees that are just kind of like sparsely set throughout this road. Him just kind of like standing there with like his hands in like finger guns, like looking left and right, and then just like like just shooting both guiding, yeah. Hitting both and just like completely just racking them with damage and illuminating them with your sorceress energy that you've kind of put onto this spell of yours. Great round. What else are you doing?
That's it. I'll just, I feel like nothing needs to be said because both enemies are now glowing. But I'll just say, attack them now.
Cool. And you see that Hunter A is kind of like wobbling back and forth as he's like struggling to maintain his balance, and his eyes are kind of starting to roll a little bit as he's kind of trying to like shake his head to like refocus himself, but he's like struggling to stay up. All right. After Tybalt, we've got Noel Hunter A, who is he's able to just kind of like shake his head just enough to regather his wits, and he's going to take a spear attack against you, Vox, getting a 24 to hit, and it's a nat 20.
Fuck.
Can I warding flare that?
Is that against melee attacks or just ranged?
It is. Let me double check. It's just attack, so it can be. It's an attack roll. Disadvantage on an attack roll, so it doesn't have to be.
Nice. Thank you.
Gets a second attack. This one got a 19, so it still hits a 23 total. But
yeah, at least it's not a crit.
You're not taking crit
you.
damage. Yeah, exactly. Good move, Edgar. Vox, I need you to take 10 points of piercing damage as he's just like the first one time he goes to. Well, no, I guess that was only one attack, so I lied. He's still able to just get one in. And then as he just has his spear like in you, kind of, you can see that his like breath is real ragged, and he has these really long, drawn out like breaths as like, and you're immediately reminded of the Flynn that you got the flail from. And you hit the same knoll smell that just like covered in just kind of like piss and like flea infested fur, and like there's like a little bit of mange to him. It just kind of like for a brief instant just shocks you back into that jail cell, Vox, as you're snapped back into reality as he pulls the spear out and then gives one more thrust into you, getting a 12 to hit.
Negative.
And just like as he's like going at, you can see his eyes kind of start to cross right before he goes to like thrust, and he kind of staggers a bit and just catches his footing, but his attack is missed. He is going to run away. He's going to try to break your base, Vox, so go ahead and take an attack of opportunity with advantage because he is glowing pink.
22 to hit.
How do you crush this guy with the flail?
Well, the funny part is, I just reread my swarm, and for some reason I thought it was only on piercing damage, but I actually get my swarm. So, like that scent of the actual knoll and the breath made me snap back. And when I did snap back to reality, the insect swarm came just flocking out, and yeah, then I will crush his head. Just one clean shot with the flail, knock his head off.
Oh, damn.
Absolutely. As you are just able to do it, like the little bits and pieces are just rip at the like flesh of his neck, and like you do it with such force that he's able to just completely lop it off.
Yeah. All right. So he's done. Oh, he was running. That was his turn.
Yeah, he was trying to get away. You killed him.
Okay.
Seeing this, the Pack Lord looks over and he's just like, I guess I'll have to finish this myself. You still oh, actually, it's his turn. Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Don't still.
Yeah.
After that, it's gone. What are you doing?
So, like in Bad Boy Sue, I pretty much put my back to Tibble and I put out both my hands like this, and we start spinning looking for a blast target. And then I find the guy to the south. And
I love that movie, by the way.
am I getting a good line of sight from where I'm at?
Yeah. You know what? I would say I'll give him an extra 2 to his AC, because of his like half cover, but you could still hit him. It's just gonna be a little bit harder of a shot.
Yeah, I mean, preferably I'm staying over here if he's the last one, just in case. But yeah, I'll throw some support in blast direction with none other than some Eldritch Blasts.
Let it rip.
The first one is an 11.
The first one just like hits the tree bark, and just you see the splinters of wood kind of go flying, but he is unfazed.
All right, and blast number 2. 20 dirty.
Absolutely, you're able to just like get right through like the edge of the tree, and just it's so powerful that it just rips through it and is able to catch the Pack Lord. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is going to be 7 damage.
Cool. Yeah, as he thought he was covered, he like lets out another yelp as he kind of looks over at you and just locks eye contact, and he's just like, I fucking hate adventurers. Is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah, and at that point, after the second Eldritch Blast hits, I'm gonna let's see. I'm just gonna shimmy over, take a step this way.
A little shimmy.
A little shimmy, get a little bit more wiggle room just in case. And you know what? I already took my action. Would I be able to do anything else as far as like take a look around, see if there's any other hidden enemies maybe?
Sure, go ahead and give me either a perception or an investigation check, whichever you prefer.
Okay, let me see. All right. That is a 17.
Gon, you are able to pick up multiple enemies
Oh shit.
surrounding you.
So
You're not quite able to make out where exactly they are.
yeah.
You hear them. You can see the like shadows moving in the dark. You can hear birds kind of flapping to get away. You hear the rustling of the branches, the bushes on the ground. You hear kind of faint footsteps all around you.
Okay. And with that, I pretty much announced to the group, I'm like, everybody, stay sharp. There's more. And I'm gonna stay put, and that's my turn.
And the Pack Lord looks over at you, Gon. He goes, "Oh, we got a good one over here." With that, he is going to take a swing at Blast with his glaive that he has been holding onto in one hand, getting a 19 to hit.
Meets beats.
All right, I need you to take 9 points of damage, of piercing damage. Sorry.
Okay.
And then he is going to take a second attack at you with it, getting a 20 to hit.
Yep.
And I need you to take 11 points of slashing damage.
Fucking hell.
God damn.
Oh shit. Shit, guys. Shit.
After that is Jinx with Vox in the wings.
I'll go ahead and do the same as last time, and of course to the Pack Lord. And I'm gonna steady aim for my Psychic Blade. And wait, is that the right one? Yeah. 24.
Absolutely hits.
That's 10 plus the 3d6.
Fuck.
6d6, yeah?
Wait, that's a sneak attack? Oh yeah, because you have advantage on it, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
because I have advantage.
Oh, is it a nat 20?
No, let me pull this up.
Is it a
No.
dirty 20 or not 20?
Dirty 20?
It's
Dirty
a
20
dirty.
then you only
yeah,
get
I see
Yeah,
it's an
3d6.
30,
18.
so it's only a 3d6, yeah.
3d6. Oh, I see. My bad. 2, 3. So 19, 10 plus 9.
Cool. How do you want to kill this guy?
Fuck yeah.
Motherfucker. Okay. So actually, I want to run all the way to him, jump
Okay,
on his back. Oh,
And,
no.
and you know what, Cynthia? I'll even give you. Well, never mind. He's dead.
No.
anyway. Go ahead.
Oh,
Continue.
what do you want to give me?
I was gonna say you don't have to use your bonus action to give yourself advantage because you already had advantage because of the pink glow.
Oh,
But
okay.
you still got a nat 20 and you're killing him. So let's do it. Or not a nat 20, but yeah, you're still killing him.
Okay, so I jump
how
on
do you
his
do it?
back like a backpack, and I hold on to his neck back like this, and with this other hand, I throw my psychic blade right through his throat, like one
shit.
end to the other, so it can like rip out the esophagus, and then yeah, we'll just tumble down together.
Cool. Yeah, and as you tumble down, he like howls in pain as the life leaves him and just blood just starts to pool out and kind of covers you a little bit as you like tumbled with him, and you pop up just covered in blood, your face covered in blood, and you look at Blast. What do you do?
I'm kind of stuck right now. I ask him, "Are you all right?"
I'm gonna
Not
I'm gonna
saying
see
anything.
her. No, I'm gonna see her. Obviously, just fucking fuck this fool up, and I'm gonna kind of just give her like a real quick like curt nod and turn and say,
Uh,
"Oh, we're out of combat. We're not out of combat, huh?
oh,
You got
I,
it,
I,
Connor.
an-
Out of
I
combat?
announced. Oh, you son of a bitch.
So I'm gonna say, I'm pretty beat up, but if we're able to rest, I'll be fine, and I'll walk back to the rest of the group.
all right.
And I'm pretty fucked up.
Blast, as you walk back, you recall what Dawn had announced, that there were multiple enemies still nearby.
Right.
But as you look for the glow of your sword, it's not there.
Got it. It's like gone. I think your senses were deceived. I would know for sure if there were enemies nearby.
And even though it makes sense that, without your sword glowing, there'd be no enemies, Gon's like, "Are you sure?" And as I say that, I swear, Gon swears that he hears something, and he throws a random Eldritch Blast up into one of the trees.
Give me an attack roll.
Just in case he's.
Imagine I'm not 20. Nah, this is 23.
Imagine.
23?
Yeah.
So as you're just like, what? No, I swear there was something there. You shoot a blast up into the tree, and it definitely hits something. And then falling from out of the tree, you just hear this, as you hear this like sizzling. And as you look over, you see just this possum just fucking burnt to a crisp, just sizzling.
Fucked up that possum.
I walk up over to it, and I'm like, I pick it up, and I turn around to the group, and I'm like, I guess I got dinner. You guys ever eat possum meat cooked with cooked thoroughly with an Eldritch Blast?
Does it taste like Baja Blast? Down to try.
If you use your imagination, I guess.
Ronnie disappeared.
Ranny.
Ranny.
Hello?
Annie.
Hey.
He's here, but he's muted.
Bueno?
And everything.
Yeah, I think he broke off to talk to
Emma.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Give it a moment.
Besitos.
I'm here. Yeah, sorry. So you guys are out of combat, and you guys are now eating some barbecue possum.
Let's go.
Can we take a quick break?
Sure. I think actually this would probably be a good place to call it.
Okay. And then are we gonna take a
Yeah, in game
Fine.
would we
we're
do
gonna rest up?
another rest?
You
Yes.
guys would benefit from a short rest.
We can
Short
do a
rest.
Okay.
Fuck.
Right?
If we stay on the move, actually, yeah, we would only be able to short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about like 3, 4 in the morning now. Having gone through Dave's watch, this was like a middle of the night ambush sort of deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If we bookend resting, does that count as a long rest?
I don't think so. I think you would benefit from a short rest because you're able to get back to sleep, but you're only going to get a couple hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Are we taking any notes?
Yeah. Let's do it.
I don't know
Can
if there's
you
any notes to really
Should we
take.
stop the stream? No.
Yeah, sure.